What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Thursday. We are almost there, honey. Even though this was a short week for me, I can't even complain. But we are almost there, honey. We are almost at the end of the week. Tomorrow is Friday. We have a brand new season of RuPaul's Drag Race starting. Don't forget the panel will be starting this week where we will be reviewing. I believe we're going to be on Kiss My Cheeks channel on Saturday. I think that's what we decided. Come on into the room. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, you guys. I'm coming now. I'll be there in a second, honey. I'll be there in a second. I'm trying to find something, and y'all know my computer is doing what it wants to do. I'm trying to make sure I have something ready for y'all so we can have this conversation that we need to have today, honey. Because we need to have a conversation. What is this in my pocket? How did I get there? Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Let me say hi to the people. And we're going to get ready to get into the things of the things. Shout out to my members that are lit up in green. And let me just do a quick hey. Just John, if something tells me your opinion of the Katt Williams situation will be similar to mine, I'm not impressed. Girl, we're going to get there. Oh, guy. No offense. Hey, Corey. Below, Nikki. Lemon Kush, Emma, Brandon, Belize, Makia. What's up, Miss Kiki? Hey, Shakira. Ariel Soul, Maryland. Ty the CEO, Mia, Cross Country, Katrina, Faris, Vovo, Gossip in the Garden, Budgets, Marnie, Miss Baythang, Jonathan, Sharice. What's up, Ebs? Brittany, Core, Smack to you. What's up, everybody? Y'all, listen, hey, it's too many people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just too many. I thank y'all for being here. Lauren said, hey, y'all, today is National Katt Williams. He was waiting on the Call of Duty lobby, waiting to get fully activated into action, child. Oh, no, not Abby said she almost needed me to bail her out. Oh, girl, you would have had to wait. You'd have been there overnight, baby. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money till tomorrow. You'd have been there overnight. But I would have had you at midnight when that deposit dropped. I had you, girl. But it would have definitely been tomorrow. It would have definitely been tomorrow. But anyway, y'all come on in. Actually, though, for you, Ebs, I might have had to dip into my purse. Honey. Child, for my Abby, honey. All right, we're gonna get to Katt Williams. I got a couple of things to get to first, and we will spend the majority of the time on Katt Williams because I know that's what y'all really want to talk about. But let's get to a couple of these preliminary things. Oh Lord, let's get to a couple of the preliminary things first. What's going on with the lights? Oh, okay, sorry, y'all. Oh, I ain't put my tree up yet. I gotta put my Christmas tree away till next year. Don't y'all say nothing about my Christmas tree either. Gotta put it up till next year. All right. Hey. All right. Hey, everybody. And I'm sorry it was just a lot of y'all, child. It was a lot of y'all. Okay. But I thank y'all for being here. Kim, I don't like that Katt was spraying people who didn't have anything to do with his beefs. We're going to get into it, Kim. We're going to get into it. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. All right. Shout out to my members who are lit up in green. Make sure you guys head on over to the VIP section. Just look for the sign. My head Ursha not here today, but look for the sign. Everybody else is 178 people in the room. Please hit that like button and come on down to the front. Okay. Prince Andrew had to settle with the woman who lives in Australia now with her husband. The Queen paid her $3 million, and Andrew paid $17 million to her. That was done about 7 years ago. Okay. If you don't leave my tree alone, not my Ozempic tree, you better leave my tree. You ain't call my tree an Ozempic tree, though, did you? Oh, man. All right. So first of all, let's get into it. We got a few things we need to go over today. We have some things we need to talk about today. First of all, and listen, let me tell you something. I love y'all and I love y'all dearly, but this might be a day. This might be a day that y'all don't like me a lot, but I still love y'all. And no matter how we part at the end of this episode, just know that I still love y'all. Okay? Just know that I still love y'all. We might not walk away from this live liking each other a lot, but I still Love yous. Okay. Just like somebody sent me an email saying I don't need this like behind me. But we're gonna be up in the studio soon. I don't know when, but we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Okay. So first of all, and shout out to Tracy. Y'all know Tracy is the showrunner extraordinaire for sending me this. Let's talk about this Jeffrey Epstein thing for a second. I hope they don't get my video flagged by saying that man's name. But let's talk about it for a second. Now, if y'all are not clear on what we're doing and what's going on with this list that we've been waiting for, please go watch my documentary review that I did on Monday or Tuesday, because it really broke a lot of this down and it cleared a lot of what it is that what's this list. Second of all, the list has been moved back. It is not being released because one of the Jane Does is petitioning the court to have their name not be released. Okay, one of the Jane Does is petitioning for their name to not be released. Okay, the judge gave when the judge said that she was going to unseal the names, she gave the defendants a time period in which to come back and say they did not want their name. And so let's be clear, all that stuff that y'all see floating around is not the official list. Now, what people have done is gone through the court paperwork, which I believe is 2,000 pages long, and has deduced certain things based on the names that are in the paperwork. Some of these names that are floating around are not people that are being accused of doing anything nefarious. I want to be clear. Just because somebody was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane does not mean they did anything wrong. Let's be clear. Just because somebody was reported to have been at a Jeffrey Epstein party does not mean they did anything wrong. We are looking for the list of people who were actually named that they did something or were accused of doing something. Tracy says girl, you downloaded all 2,000 of them documents. Good God, girl. But I want to be clear about that. Now the newspaper people confirm that Bill Clinton's name is they say he was John Doe number something. What's up, J Dub? What's up, boo? But specifically, Michael Jackson's name was in there, but the woman said, no, Mike ain't do nothing. Mike didn't do nothing. I didn't see Mike do nothing. Mike ain't do nothing. So just because somebody's name is mentioned does not mean that they did anything. Also, we have to be clear that there are false lists that are circulating. You guys have to be very careful, myself included. You have to be very careful about what we're reading and where we're reading it from. Okay? When I look up stuff, that's why, and I think I did it the other day. Y'all heard me. I was looking something up and I said, no, I don't want to use that website, because there are certain websites that I don't want to use because I don't trust the information. Y'all feel me? Like I tell my students not to use Wikipedia. You have to be careful about where you're getting your information from. Just because it's floating around on the internet doesn't make it true. Right. They've been going crazy with this whole list, and half the people that talk about this list don't even know what they're talking about, don't know what they're looking for, don't know what it's about. Okay? Now, and let me also say this. Here's what we also not going to do. We are not going to sit here and pretend like we are surprised to find out things that we knew we already knew, i.e. Bill Clinton. What y'all not going to do is sit here and act like, oh my gosh, they said Bill Clinton said he likes young girls. Y'all do know how old Bill Clinton was when he messed around with Monica Lewinsky, right? Y'all do know how old Monica Lewinsky was when she messed around with Bill Clinton, right? Y'all do understand that, right? Y'all, the man was over 50 messing with a 20-year-old. Yeah. Hello? Hey. So what we're not going to do is sit here and act like we are shocked. Bill Clinton been cheating on Hillary since probably before they even got married, okay? We are not going to sit here and fake shock at things that we already knew that we knew. Okay? All right. Now, moving on. Now, there were a couple of names that I saw rumored circulating that I was surprised by. I was like, wait, what? Like Stephen Hawking. I said Stephen Hawking. Lord forgive me. But I said Stephen Hawking. Was Stephen Hawking? What was he on the list for? And Lord forgive me. But what was Stephen Hawking on the list for? Stephen Hawking? And I mean, I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. And I don't mean no harm. Now, there are names that I've heard that I was like, what? What? But Bill Clinton is not one of them. Okay? Bill Clinton is not one of them. Okay? For those of you that are new here, y'all know we picked up a lot of y'all know we picked up a lot of subscribers over the last couple of weeks, and I thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. But in case you do not know, this is we will not tolerate any slander against Whoopi Goldberg channel. Okay, this is a safe space for Whoopi. Y'all know that I am a stan. Now, I don't stand a lot of people, but Whoopi Goldberg, I stand. I still try to still be non-biased, but I have to be honest and tell y'all that I'm probably not. Yeah, who's living? Stephen Hawking is not living. Stephen Hawking is dead. Maybe you're talking about somebody else. If you were talking about somebody else, my fault, but Stephen Hawking is not alive. Okay. So thank you, Tracy, for sending me this clip from today from The View. We're going to listen to it so that Whoopi can clear her name. Now, Whoopi clears her name about two things for the price of one. Okay? We're going to let y'all hear what Whoopi had to say, though. Let's listen.
Because, I have to explain, because there was a fake list. Yeah. And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
It's about a bus.
Yeah. But it's like, so I'm just going to say, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful. So let me just get my part out.
Okay.
I never got kicked out of Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Oh gosh.
Never got kicked out of Guy Fieri's restaurant. I didn't get kicked off Bill Maher's show. I didn't get into a fight with Oprah backstage.
So that's a 2 for 1. She cleared that up too. Last week there was a rumor that was circulating that Whoopi and Oprah got into this huge fight backstage. She said it didn't happen. Listen, y'all know how I feel about Whoopi. Whoopi wouldn't have, in my opinion, Whoopi wouldn't have thrown that in there if it didn't happen. I mean, if it were true, Whoopi just wouldn't speak on it. They haven't spoken on it. The View hasn't addressed it. Oprah hasn't addressed it. Okay, but just because they haven't addressed it doesn't mean it's not true. Whoopi don't address everything that allegedly goes down at The View, and we know Oprah don't address every rumor about her. So just because they haven't addressed it doesn't mean it did not happen. Yes, The View is back from break. So when she says I didn't get into a feud with Oprah, but at backstage, I believe her because she wouldn't have thrown it in there if it had happened. She just wouldn't speak on it because that's the type of person she is. Whoopi just don't speak on stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Whoopi just be like, because there have been situations that happen and Whoopi just don't speak on it. And you may find out later on, she may talk about it years and years later, but that's just not something she just would not do. So when she says, me and Oprah did not get into an altercation or a fight, not physical, but a verbal altercation backstage, I believe her. I didn't talk about it on here. Part of the reason because I was traveling, there was so much other stuff going on. I honestly just never really got around to it. But I just believe her when she says it didn't happen. Allegedly, Whoopi was upset with Oprah because they have a feud that goes back to the original Color Purple, which They've talked about that. They talked about that on Oprah's show years ago when Oprah had a whole reunion, Color Purple reunion on her show, and she had a one-on-one with Oprah, with Whoopi, and Whoopi said to her then, Oprah said, I thought you just didn't like me. And Whoopi said then, why would you think I didn't like you? And she said, well, I don't know. I just always got that feeling from you. And Whoopi told her then, if I had a problem with you, I would have told you I had a problem with you. So the rumor was that allegedly Fantasia wanted to reach out to Whoopi to speak to Whoopi about the role. And Oprah told her, don't bother Whoopi. Whoopi don't want to be bothered with that. But then Whoopi is literally has a cameo in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Like Whoopi Goldberg is in The Color Purple. I mean, it's a cameo. I mean, it's really a quick cameo, but she's literally in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And I actually thought we would see more people from the original Color Purple. I thought we might see a cameo from Danny Glover or, you know, the person who plays Suge Avery. I really thought maybe I would have seen more cameos, but I don't remember seeing any other than Whoopi. So honestly, and then I heard something yesterday. I was listening to another content creator who was saying, they were talking about a story they heard where allegedly Oprah was upset that Whoopi was in the movie and that the director didn't use Whoopi's real name, that because she was an extra, he was able to get away with it. And Oprah didn't find out that Whoopi was in the movie until they were looking at the dailies, or they were looking at the listen. I ain't gonna sit here and say it didn't happen. I'm gonna say I don't believe that happened. I do not believe that somebody like Whoopi Goldberg showed up on set and it didn't get back to Oprah. I just don't believe that, because the scene that Oprah is in, she filmed it with Fantasia. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm sorry. It wasn't Fantasia. It was young Celie. She filmed it with young Celie. There's nowhere in the world that Whoopi Goldberg was on the set of The Color Purple and everybody kept it a secret from from Oprah Winfrey until Oprah sat down to watch it. Are you serious right now? You do know that in the movie industry, there's this thing called dailies. And it is just that. It is the daily, what they filmed every day. It is the dailies. At any point in time, Oprah, and I'm not saying she did, I don't know how hands-on she was, but Oprah literally, I keep saying Oprah, Whoopi, Oprah, yeah, Oprah. Oprah literally could have watched the dailies and seen that. See, that was I know they don't shoot movies in order, but it literally is the first 5 minutes of the movie. You see Whoopi Goldberg. So, I don't know, you guys. All I'm saying is, it may not be 5 minutes, I might be exaggerating, but it's like literally when young Celie is giving birth, Whoopi, the movie been out for damn near 3 weeks. Whoopi is her midwife. So when we see young Celie give birth to the baby that ends up getting, her father takes from her, literally Whoopi Goldberg gave birth, was the midwife. So anyway, I just refuse to believe that. And just because Whoopi Goldberg is not her legal name, that is her working name. She can't get paid. She can't get paid if it's not her name. She can't show up and be Karen. With her, what's Whoopi's real name is Karen. Her legal name is Karen. I forget her legal last name, and that might not even be her legal name anymore. She may have legally changed her name to Whoopi Goldberg, but I know her birth name is Karen. I forgot her last name. Anyway, moving on. I know, yeah, exactly. It's the real Tashi. Yeah, Oprah was there all the time. I didn't see Danny Glover. If Danny Glover's in it, I missed it, but I didn't see him. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, I know Karen is her first. Karen Johnson. Thank you. I knew it was something common. Thank y'all. Anyway, so moving on. I didn't even need to spend that much time on Whoopi. All right, we gotta all right, let's get to my list. It's a short list because I know y'all want to get to Katt Williams, so it's a short list. All right. Shit we did not ask for. I'm not even gonna go. Y'all, we have a segment down here that we call Shit We Did Not Ask For. For my members, you guys have the emojis. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and you're gonna put a 1 in the chat if you ask for it, You're going to put a 2 in the chat if you did not ask for it. And you're going to put a 3 in the chat if it's a hell no. I just don't want it. I don't want no parts of it, okay? So for my members, you guys have the emojis. Ja Rule has signed a new record deal that is reportedly worth up to $100 million. I feel like that shit we didn't ask for. Happy belated birthday, Don Don. Y'all wish Chef Don Don a happy birthday. And Don Don, if you want to drop your Cash App, you can. If anybody want to bless Don Don for his birthday, y'all can. Listen, I don't mean no harm. I like Ja Rule, and Ja Rule gave us some bops. He gave us some bops. He did. He did. But I just don't think. Listen, I don't think I care that he signed a record deal, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to hear it. But y'all might. But I just don't feel like that's anything we asked for. Okay? I don't know if that's what we asked for. Okay? Yeah, I got something. Hold on. I got something to play, y'all. And this is all I have to add when it comes to. Hold on. Give me a second. What am I doing? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. I know why. Oh boy. That's not what I want to do. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Here it is right here. Okay. I need y'all to listen to something. When you ask me how is the YSL trial going, I'm just going to let y'all hear something and you can decide for yourself how the YSL trial is going. Okay? I'm going to let y'all listen.
Being a member of rock. You said you were around a certain age. What year was that?
I won't let objection.
Now, this is one of the co-defendants that became a quote-unquote informant for the prosecution. Probably took one of those deals, the Alfred plea or what have you it was. This is him testifying. So the first question, well, it might not be the first question, but the question this woman asked him was, how old was he? How old was he? I need y'all to hear what this man said.
I had to be about 6th grade. So that, what you about 11 or 12 in 6th grade?
Would you tell us during what year you were first becoming or being a member of
I'm trying to count. I'm kind of bad with math. That's why I ain't passing math for my GED.
Baby, when that, listen. Listen, when she asked that man how old he was when he joined the gang, and he said 6th grade, how old are you in the 6th grade? And that man said, I'm not too good with math. That's why I ain't passed the GED part, the math part of the GED. I said they should just let him sit down. They should just let him sit down.
Let me ask you a different question by count.
No, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So,
if you would give us a rough estimate of the year you first joined or were a member of rock.
He's thinking.
2010?
if I was in 6th grade, I'm trying to put what year I was in 6th grade.
How old are you?
She asked him, how old were you in 2010? He don't know.
I was trying to do my math.
This man got a piece of paper and a pen, and he is trying to do the math to figure out how old he was in 2010.
What year were you born?
1993.
So in 2013, was that age about 23?
2013.
93, 2000.
Yeah. This man is struggling. She said, so you were born in 1993. Then in 2013, you were about 20. He was like,
2013 is 20. Now we got years.
so she got him to agree that it was 20. Now she's asking him to subtract 3.
13, that puts us in 2010, which makes you about 17.
You're going too fast.
Yeah. They need to throw this whole damn trial away. Throw the whole damn trial away. If that is one of your top witnesses, if I'm on the jury, I don't give a damn what nothing this nigga say. Oh, excuse me, I ain't mean to say that word. Listen. When I listened to that thing yesterday, baby, the way I hollered, when he said, slow down, you going too fast. Y'all. Y'all, the way I was in here dying. Now, see, Patterson, that's the next thing I was going to say. I don't know if he's pretending, because I do think a lot of his testimony, he's bullshitting. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I think he took the deal with no intention of really, truly cooperating. But, baby, the way I hollered, the way I hollered. Hey, Jay Wash, the question was, what is a snitch? Was way funny. Hold on, let me find that one. Hold on. Because you're right. Because his whole testimony had me in stitches. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find what is a snitch. Hold on. Oh, God. Here it is right here about snitching.
What snitching means to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm aware of the term that you, yes, I'm aware.
What is the meaning of the term? What's the definition?
It doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm aware of the term.
How are you aware of the term?
I've heard the term.
How do you understand the term?
He is thinking.
I'm not aware of the term to be used. Yeah, indicating that a person is a law enforcement or something. Indicating that a person is law enforcement or some nature.
To be snitching in a sense.
She asked him to use it in a sentence.
Yes.
Please use it the way you understand it to be properly used.
I heard someone is a snitch.
And please explain how, in that sentence, snitch refers to law
Okay.
Why did you use it that way?
I mean, I've seen movies, and
I've seen movies.
that's the direction that the movie was going in. Maybe even lose the turn. Maybe even got it from my music.
And the way you understand the term, is it a thing or to be known as snitch?
I really don't fully understand the term.
So this might be a stopping point at this point in time. Okay.
The judge said we're just gonna stop. The judge said that's enough. We're just gonna stop. Now again, I do think that some of this is he's playing, right? I'm gonna play this last clip and then we're gonna move on because it's just so damn funny. This when they asked him what he thinks slime means, SLIME.
Everything.
That's the only thing that's lying meant to you when you have that.
Yes, man, that's what I want to. That's the S is for love, the L is for love, the I is for I, the M is for me, and the E for everything.
The S is for slug, the L is for light, love, the I is for I, the M is for me, and the E is for everything. That is what slime means to him.
That's the only thing that's lying meant to you when you have that.
Yes, man, that's what I want to. That's what that tattoo means to me.
It's mine everything and the other. And you were any of the people that
Yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this. This when I tell you the way I hollered, I said they need to just throw this whole trial away. They need to throw this whole trial away. They hacked into it again? No, I didn't know they hacked into anything. But I said they need to throw this whole trial away. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So when y'all ask me, really B, what's the update on Really B, what's the update on YSL? Don't ask me no more. Just don't ask me. Don't ask me for no more updates. Okay? Don't ask me. Because all I'm gonna do is play you one of these clips. I'm just gonna play you one of these clips. Don't ask me for no more updates. I'm just baby. I just need y'all to understand the way I hollered. The first time I saw that clip yesterday, and the amount of times that I watched that clip, that first one about the math, baby. Oh, okay, moving on. Whoo-cha. Moving on. All right. Nikki Gilbert announced yesterday that there will be an R&B Divas reunion. She said that the show itself is not coming back. They are going to have a reunion of sorts to bring the ladies together to try to work out and hammer out their issues. I'm going to put that under the category of shit we did not ask for. Now, I know some of y'all swear by R&B Divas. You love R&B Divas. Yeah, I want R&B Divas back as a show. But I don't think we asked for a reunion. I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I don't think we asked for them to sit down and hammer out their 15-year-old issues. Nikki, you cannot erase us seeing Selena Johnson get you all the way together. There's nothing you could do to erase that. There's nothing you could do. What's up, Castro? Boo? Happy New Year, my love. Y'all can't listen. We can't do that. I don't think we care. See, the members are telling us that is shit we did not ask for. Exactly. We didn't ask for that. Now, we might want a whole season of a show But I don't know if we want a reunion. Now, y'all let me know. I see people in the chat say they didn't ask for that. All right, moving on. Okay. Before we get to Katt Williams, we only got 2 more things I want to talk about, and we're going to get Katt Williams because I know that's what y'all waiting to hear is me talk about Katt. Nope, Rob, we're going to get to Katt in a minute. I should have done this one when I was talking about Oprah and The Color Purple, but can I tell y'all how sick I am? Can I tell y'all how sick I am of people in this color situation? So Lil Boosie, it's only 178 likes and it's 400 people in the room. I know Tracy not seeing that right. Tracy, you just not seeing that right. Please and thank you. If y'all could please hit that like button. If y'all was just laughing at the YSL people, can y'all hit that like button, please? And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's both free 99. It is both what, y'all? Free 99. Now, donations are accepted, but they are not required. We have a good time over here. Please just hit the like button. And please, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the people. Now, with that being said, I normally don't discuss Lil Boosie. I normally don't entertain Lil Boosie. I normally don't give Lil Boosie any of my attention / or time. I really don't. I don't. The only reason why I'm even going to talk about this is because the way T.S. Madison got him together is what I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear the read that T.S. Madison gave him, because the rest of this I don't care nothing about. Lil Boosie, it's clear to us that you just don't like gay people. You've made it clear, you've said it, you've stamped it. And I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, and this may be a very unpopular thing that I'm getting ready to say, but let me say this to you guys. I don't care that Lil Boosie don't like gay people. I'm more upset that the gay people that he don't like continue to support him. That's what I'm more upset about. That's me. That's just me. That's just me. But everybody is free to do them. Everybody's free to do them. But Lil Boosie has been very clear. So Lil Boosie said that he had to get up out the movie theater when The Color Purple got to the gay part. That's what Lil Boosie said. He said he didn't want his daughter being exposed to the gay agenda. That's what he said. Now, T.S. Madison, who sometimes I feel like you don't always have to respond, T.S. But this time I was here for it. So Lil Boosie says, I had to walk out of this Color Purple movie, and 2 other older couples walked out also, because I had my little girls with me, and it seemed like he put rainbow love story. Good acting, but whoever wrote the script is pushing the narrative hard. As a parent, I will not let my little girl watch this film. Sir. Sir. This book, has been out since 1981. And the gay scene, story, whatever word you want to talk about, was in the book, the play, the movie. Y'all, I'm sick of y'all. And when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about people. I'm really sick of y'all acting like they showed Suge Avery and Silly getting it in the middle of the bedroom, making the bed creak and the spring and the springs jump. You literally saw a fade to black kiss. You saw a fade to black kiss And then you saw the two of them laying in bed the next day. You saw Suge Avery's arm around Celie's waist. Yes, that was showing intimacy. And literally 10 minutes later in the movie, Suge Avery married a man. We didn't see no touching. We didn't see no nudity. We didn't see no rubbing. We didn't see no licking. We didn't even see them kiss again. And y'all act like it was a whole PORN scene in the middle of the movie. I'm sick of y'all. Anyway. So then he said he was being bullied online after he posted this. He said, why, if someone doesn't agree with the gay narrative that's being pushed, why do y'all say that person doesn't agree is I don't know, I guess gay. He keeps putting rainbow instead of saying gay. I don't know. That's bullying. We have a right as parents to say it's not cool for a 7 and a 9-year-old to watch this. If we have rights as parents to protect our children much as we can, I have no problems at all with gay people. My granddad was a preacher, Southern Baptist, and I'm just trying to raise my kids with the same beliefs and respect we was raised with. Just this world will have you in a fight to do so. First of all, the movie was PG-13. So you had your 7 and 9-year-old daughter and children in a movie that technically they wasn't even supposed to be in. Let's start there. Number 2, your granddad was a Southern preacher. Well, how your granddad feel about you hiring a whole prostitute to have sex with your son and your nephew before they were at the age of 18 so you could teach them how to be a man? Can you explain that to me? Can you explain that to me? How your granddaddy feel about that? Oh, okay. So T.S. Madison said the following, and I felt like, honestly, y'all, this was the perfect response. I felt like this was the perfect read. So, Lil Boosie, you sat there with your daughter while Celie's daddy took her second child that he fathered. She put daddy in parentheses, in quotation marks, and gave it to the pastor and his wife. You sat there with your daughter while Mr. came and bought her from her daddy at the age of 14. You sat there with your daughter while Mr. enslaved Celie to cook and clean his nasty house with his children. You sat there with your daughter and watched Mr. beat, sexually destroy, and drag Celie all over the floor. You sat there with your daughter and watched Mr. bring his side chick into the house with Celie. But you got up to leave when you saw Celie finally find love and compassion and some sort of temporary relief from Mr.'s prison. I lost it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I lost it. Here it is. Okay. Then you try to come to social media and bring the "What About the Kids" campaign you've been on and attempt to use God to justify you and the people who stand with you. They call us delusional. Sir, the character you play in real life is Mr. The daddy, the pastor, and all the other men who abused Celie in that movie. And have the nerve to finally be concerned about what a kiss would do to influence your daughter. There is truly some intervention needed in your life to sort out the homosexual demons you're fighting. I just thought that was the perfect response. That's really the only reason why I'm even bringing it up, because honestly, I don't even entertain Boosie. I try not to talk about him, okay? But I thought that the way T.S. Madison responded was just perfect. Perfect. And then T.S. Madison, they ended up going back and forth. I'm not gonna keep reading because they go back and forth. But again, I just thought that was just the perfect read. And I'm gonna say ditto to anybody that has a problem with that scene of the movie. Y'all didn't have a problem with nothing else in that movie, but that's what it was for y'all. That was the bridge too far. That's when they went too far, was because you saw two women kiss. But you didn't walk out. You didn't think it was inappropriate for your 7 and 9-year-old child to see any of the rest of that stuff. You didn't think that was inappropriate? Oh, okay. I'm just saying. That's it. We'll talk about we'll talk about Kevin Hart and Tasha K later, because I know y'all don't even care. We'll talk about them tomorrow, child. If we talk about them, because I don't know if I care either. I don't know if I care either. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Because let me be clear. I already know that I have a very unpopular opinion going. We had a conversation in LTD's members only chat today. And I'll be honest with y'all, I wasn't even going to speak on this because I know that my opinion is just not the popular opinion. And I just didn't know if I felt like explaining myself. Because the one thing I do know, and I love y'all dearly, I love all 400 of y'all in the room. But one thing I know is that there's going to be people that are not going to try to understand what I'm saying because they've already made up their mind about how they feel. And that's okay too. So let me start this conversation by saying I like Katt Williams. I think Katt Williams is funny as hell. I have been laughing at Katt Williams since I remember that joke that he's talking about Said the Entertainer, where he's doing the hydraulics and all of that. I remember him doing that joke. I was watching Comic View the first time they showed him do that joke. I absolutely remember it. I do. And I thought he was funny then. And I think he is a funny comedian. I absolutely think he's a hilarious comedian. But as a person, he irritates my nerves. Now, people are going to allow their hate for Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish and Steve Harvey and all these other people that he talked about. People are going to allow their dislike for those people to cloud what I'm getting ready to say. And that's okay. I still love it. Listen, shout out to Shannon Sharp for breaking the internet. That video, when I looked at it today, had over 7 million views, and it's been out less than 48 hours. Shout out to you, Shannon Sharp. You broke the damn internet. Shout out to you. But I'm going to be honest with you. For me, Katt Williams in that interview came off as a self-indulgent, spoiled brat throwing a tantrum because he can't hang out with the cool kids. $7 million views. It's at 8 million now. Damn, see, it got 1 million more views since I looked at it earlier. That wasn't even 2 hours ago. So I was listening to it. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all I skimmed through it because that thing was almost 3 hours long, and I just don't have 3 hours of my life to give to Katt Williams. So let me be clear. Let me preface what I'm getting ready to say with I skimmed through it. I did not listen to every single line and word. I didn't. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I did not. But I did take some notes. And a lot of the stuff I skimmed through was the stuff about his history and all of that. Not that it wasn't important, but you know, I wanted to get to the stuff that was going viral that people were talking about, right? So that's, you know, as far as him leaving the house when he was 13, him and his dad not getting along, him hitchhiking and all of that's very interesting. But I skimmed through a lot of that because I really was just trying to get through the viral stuff. What's up, Mims? I hope you're feeling better, boo. I didn't want nothing when I called you earlier. I just was calling to say hi because I hadn't seen you in a couple of days. So I'm going to go through my list of notes and I'm just going to kind of talk about, and I did pull a few receipts of my own since everybody keeps saying, oh, he bought the receipts. The only receipts that I see floating around online is, yes, people talked about him. Okay. And I've seen people play the clip of Said the Entertainer and the joke and then his joke. I ain't seen no other receipts floating around. So if there's more receipts, y'all let me know. Okay. If there's more receipts, y'all let me know. First of all, my first problem is I have absolutely no problem with people telling their truth and people clearing up stuff that was said about them. You have every right to speak on people who have spoken on you. Period. Full stop. Full stop. You have every right to speak on people who have spoken on you. Full stop. But here's my issue. You threw, a lot of people got hit with stray shrapnel. You talked about Ludacris. You called his wife ugly. What Ludacris had to do with this? You talked about Earthquake. You talked about Guy Torrey, Gary Owen. These are the names of people that I wrote of just people he just threw out. Right? You called Guy Torrey a liar. You said Gary Owen can't cross over. You said he can't cross over because you were alluding to the fact that he was, part of the Illuminati, the machine, whatever. Chris Tucker. You said Chris Tucker was on Epstein's island. Now, was Chris Tucker on Epstein's plane? Yes. He went on a trip to Africa with Bill Clinton and who was the other guy? It was another actor. That was in a documentary. But there's no evidence that Chris Tucker is connected. His name has not come up in connection to anything dealing with Epstein's island. But you done threw Chris Tucker on the island. I understand you have beef with Steve Harvey. I understand Ricky Smiley, Sandy Entertainer. Who else? Faison Love. I get Kevin Hart. These are people that you have had verbal spars with over the years. No problem. No problem. But a lot of people got hit with the straight shrapnel. And I'm like, all that wasn't necessary. He was not, well, I didn't take it as him complimenting Gary Owens, but that's okay, Casey. Maybe that's how he meant it, but I didn't take it that way. Let me just go through my notes. I'm gonna go through my notes because again, it was so much. I'm just gonna go through my notes, okay? Somebody was, I think it was in the group chat, but don't quote me on that. Somebody was talking about the fact that he said he read 3,000 books. That's not a big deal. I've probably read 3,000 books in my lifetime. He said that when he was homeless, he would hang out in the library during the day and read because he didn't have nowhere else to go. And then at night, he said he would be out there stealing cars to get money to eat. So I absolutely believe that he could have read 3,000 books. That's not a big deal, and I'm not tripping off of that. I'm only bringing this stuff up because, again, these are things that might have come up in the group chat or as I was listening. Listen, I'm just going to go through some of my notes, and then we'll get to the deep stuff, okay? Okay, I think that might have been the only frivolous thing here. Let's get into the deep stuff. All right. You feel like Kevin Hart is a Hollywood plant. You said that Kevin Hart's career was on the East Coast and that nobody else came to Hollywood that already had a movie deal and this, that, and the other, right? There's a clip that's circulating right now of Kevin Hart sort of responding to some of Katt, because let's be clear, a lot of the stuff that Katt Williams said isn't the first thing. This isn't the first time he said some of these things. So there's a clip that's floating around of Kevin Hart responding to addressing Katt Williams. And again, he's defending Tiffany Haddish in this clip. And again, I know a lot of people don't like Tiffany Haddish, and that's fine. Okay. So let me say, all right, let me let y'all hear this clip of Kevin Hart. And again, I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with Kevin Hart. I'm just trying to let y'all hear some of the other things that are circulating on the line, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Let's play this clip. Because I'm going to get to Mark Curry. So let me play this clip before I lose it. Okay, hold on.
Hey, man. I know what man. Okay, so tell me about that thing. So what's up with Steve, man? I know what man. Steve stole my material on his show, so I have beef on that. On what show? When he was on his the bullshit talk show he had. and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching that. Somebody called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy. So, you know, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass. You know, you made enough money. You did enough. You know, why you my material? Right. You know, what's that about? You know, and then, you know, people want to jump up. Oh, he didn't know. He didn't steal your. So yes, he did. You know, so, you know. And so that there's no need to. No one else has did that.
So this was on his talk show. Which talk was his TV talk show?
His TV talk show.
Okay, this was the one he had on NBC just recently.
Whatever, yeah. Okay. The one that damn. Who took his show from him?
Kelly Clarkson.
How can Kelly Clarkson take your show, homie?
Damn. You know, so
Kelly Clarkson.
You know, it's crazy. I met my fiance on Steve's show, on Steve Harvey's talk show. Yeah. So that's another story. But I want to get back to that because I think that is the most new thing a comic can do.
Yeah. To me, I step to you, right? I'm gonna step to you.
You ever step to him?
Yeah, step to him.
What'd you say to him?
Yeah,
that's him. Okay, I will.
Was that the first time that had ever happened to you?
No.
What irritated you so much about Steve doing it?
Because he made it. He's there. He's on national TV. You paid. You did your thing. You try to either you fucking with me or you disrespecting me or you know. I don't understand that. You taking food out of my money, you taking whatever. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, so we got you here. Steve ain't here. I'll ask Steve later. What'd you say to him when you stepped back? Okay. Was it you guys work things out? Was it still?
No, I saw him at the Def Jam 25.
Oh, Def Jam. Okay.
So when I see you,
all right. And now I am going to get to the other clip. I'm gonna let you guys read the clip about oh Lord. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys listen to Kevin Hart, his response. And somebody in the chat, hold on. Somebody in the chat said that Katt Williams has never responded. That's a lie. Katt Williams has always responded. A lot of what Katt Williams said is not new, you guys. He just said it on a platform and it went viral. You can find Katt Williams has been talking. He's said these things. A lot of that he has said before. So that's not true. As far as somebody saying, they keep saying he's on drugs, but that's never been proven. I know y'all keep forgetting that weed is a drug, but weed is a drug. Y'all do know that, right? Okay. I'm just saying. I know y'all gonna say, I mean, hardcore drugs. Okay, but weed is a drug. So alcohol, if you abuse alcohol is addictive. It's a drug. I'm just saying. All right, let me let y'all hear this. And then we're going to get back to my notes.
In Hollywood, this, the white man, this and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one
point. You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I got to fix me, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to stand up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian, and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up?
Now, I disagree with Kevin on that. I think Katt Williams has absolutely used his platform to pay his people and bring people on tour. I mean, he absolutely has allowed people to go on tour with him. And he's definitely, in my opinion, used his platform. Again, I don't dislike Katt Williams. I like Katt Williams. I don't like the fact that everybody is acting like everything Katt Williams said has to be absolutely true and everybody else is lying. Do I think that Steve Harvey is an ass? I do. Do I believe that Steve Harvey stole from people? Yes, because multiple people have said Steve Harvey stole from me. I absolutely believe that. So I'm not here to defend Steve Harvey. I'm not here to defend Kevin Hart. I'm not here to defend Tiffany Haddish. What I'm saying is, why did we take this 3-hour interview and act like everything that Katt Williams said was absolutely facts? That's what I'm saying. Now, he's making it seem like he got blackballed in Hollywood because he's a straight shooter and he won't play the game and he won't bend over. That's what he's saying, right? Let's talk about something for a second. I want to go over something for a second. Let's just want to look at some stuff. When I go to Katt Williams' IMDb and I start from the beginning of his movie or TV show career, he started with the episode on NYPD Blue in 2002, right? His first movie was Friday After Next in 2002. We know that he blew up. He absolutely blew up on Friday After Next playing Big Mike. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to the Big Mike conversation in a minute. Then he proceeded to be on the Tracy Morgan Show. He was in the Outkast video. He was in Ludacris's video. Then he was on a couple of other TV shows. Then he was in I'm going up. There's a reason why I'm skipping a lot of other things because I want to get to First Sunday. In 2008, he was in the movie First Sunday. We're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to get to why I singled that out in a second. First Sunday is the movie with Ice Cube, Mike Epps, and Ricky Smiley. We're going to get Ricky Smiley. Then he started doing the Boondocks in 2005. Okay. 2008, again, he's in a bunch of movies, a bunch of things. He was in Cats and Dogs in 2010. Did a couple of other movies. It looks like the last major movie that we might have heard of looks like it might have been maybe School Dance in 2014. There was a few other odds and ends. We know he was on Blackish, The Last OG, and then we know he was in Atlanta. He got nominated for an award in Atlanta, right? I'm bringing that up for a reason. First movie, 2002. The movie with First Sunday, 2008. And then his career sort of falls off a little bit, right? So I want to read you guys something else, and then we're going to talk about this Ricky Smiley situation. Please hit the like button. If you are new here, please subscribe. I'm going to come back to the chat in a second, and I'm going to read what you guys are saying. I know some of y'all ain't agreeing with me, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Sorry, it's taking a second for me to pull it up. Okay. Actually, never mind. I want to read you guys a few things. When I find it. Sorry, y'all. I be screenshotting so much stuff. God darn it. Okay. Is it right here? I'm sorry, y'all. Well, I thought I had it. I don't have it. Give me a second. Oh, God. Give me a second, y'all. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What I'm looking for, I had it, and well, I thought I had it, and it's gone. Give me a quick second, and I will find exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So I want to read you guys something. Let me come back to the chat. My apologies, you guys. My apologies. My apology. My apology. All right. So remember, I said that Katt Williams' first movie was 2002. It blew up, right? Friday After Next, it blew up. We know that he blew that out the water. Okay. November 7th, 2006, Katt Williams arrested at LAX terminal for allegedly carrying a stolen concealed weapon in his luggage. November the 7th, 2008, Katt Williams was arrested for weapons possession in New York City before a show at Carnegie Hall. November 9th, 2009, was arrested in Georgia and charged with burglary and criminal trespass after an employee of movie producer Barry Hankerson reported that Williams stole jewelry from the house. December the 4th, 2009, arrested again in Georgia in a parking lot at a local Walmart after an incident involving another group of people. He was arrested after 911 was called, claiming he had a weapon, but that was proven to be untrue. December the 18th of 2009, Katt's former assistant, Jacqueline Gutierrez, filed a complaint that she had not been paid in the 10 months she spent on the road. January 13th, 2010, he allegedly punched producer Maren Powers at a Four Seasons hotel over an unpaid debt. February 24th, 2010, he sued for $8,900 by Extreme Fence Company after installing an electric motorized gate and not being paid. December 12, 2010, in a second clash with Merlin Powers, Katt allegedly sicked an attack dog on the producer and on the producer's dog and nearly killed it. Powers is suing for unpaid studio time and alleged that Katt tried to intimidate him with the dog. June 13, 2011. In one of the more bizarre run-ins, Williams is charged with intimidating a witness after a man doing tractor work at the Palmdale home where Katt was staying claimed 3 women attacked him with rocks, dirt clods, and preventing him from leaving the premises. July the 5th, 2011, Williams' tour bus pulled into a Jack in the Box restaurant in Arizona. One of the bodyguards was bitten by a police dog. The bodyguard shot the dog and killed it. The family arrived on the scene. I'm gonna keep going. While at a Young Jeezy concert in August of 2011, Katt Williams was captured on video fighting with the club promoter. November the 18th, Katt's former nanny, Crystal McGee, was temporarily awarded custody of his 8-year-old adopted daughter. When he failed to appear in court, he eventually regained custody. October the 17th, 2012, Katt was arrested by the LAPD for flashing a weapon outside of the supper club. It later revealed that he was involved in an altercation with Faison Love, the comedian. It says Katt pulled a weapon on him over a $50,000 debt, Katt later called him a snitch. November the 9th, 2012, Melissa Igshay filed a lawsuit in LA County Superior Court claiming Katt attacked her, punched her, and caused her serious harm. November the 15th, 2012, he was arrested and released for battery at an Oakland establishment and then threatened to cancel the show. Williams said he was outnumbered 4-1 in the fight. Williams did perform for about 10 minutes before he took his clothes off and left. November the 15th, 2012, Katt Williams led the police on a crazy chase through the streets of Sacramento while riding on a 3-wheel motorcycle. I'm sorry. I'm trying to picture. A 3-wheel motorcycle that outran police. A 3-wheel motorcycle outran the police. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to picture this man riding through the streets on a 3-wheel motorcycle. And the police can't catch him. After the police chase, Williams slapped a Target employee, and that incident was captured on surveillance film. Okay, 2016, found himself in hot water again after punching an employee at a store in Georgia. 2016, while attending a Benny Siegel show in Philly, Katt Williams allegedly attacked a man on stage before getting stomped out. Okay. 24 incidents in 8 years, including 4 fights, 2 injured dogs, and 1 custody battle. Here's the thing, you guys. Somebody said, did I zone out? Why are we talking about this? I'm bringing that up to say, when Katt Williams sits there and says he was blackballed by Hollywood because he wouldn't play ball, maybe you were blackballed in Hollywood because you were a hothead and people were tired of trying to deal with you. Kevin Hart, and I'm not saying it just because he said it, it makes it true. But Kevin Hart said that studio stopped fooling with you because you were unpredictable. You wouldn't show up when you were supposed to show up. You were unprofessional to work with. I'm not saying that makes it true. What I'm saying, though, is this, we remember every other day hearing about Katt Williams being arrested. Now, yes, he was never put in jail. He was never convicted. But my point is this: when we're talking about a work environment, when we're talking about Hollywood as a Black comedian in Hollywood, what we're not going to do is sit here and act like you didn't piss away some opportunities because of your attitude. Because if I'm trying to produce a film or I'm trying to make a movie in Hollywood with Black actors, I already got a check against me, whether I'm a white producer or a Black producer. I already got a check against me because I'm trying to hire Black folk. And now I got this Katt Williams who's in the news every other day. It doesn't matter how funny you are. It doesn't matter how funny you are. People are going to stop dealing with you at a certain point. So I bring all that to say, if we look at the timeline and we see that in 2012 is when he made his first movie and he blew up. And in 2006 is when the movie came out, another Sunday. Again, we're going to get to that in a second. And then we start seeing that's when he started getting in trouble with the law every other week. Can you imagine his agent trying to get him an audition for a movie? Can we imagine his agent trying to call somebody saying, hey, wants to do this role, and you literally just got arrested 4 times in 2 weeks? Who hiring him? So you sit here and you make it seem like the industry is against you and they blackballed you. I'm not saying you weren't blackballed, but I'm saying you helped. That's what I'm going to say. In my opinion. Now, let's get to this. I got 2 more things to say and then I'm done with it. And again, y'all don't have to agree with me and that's okay. I love y'all anyway. And I hope you still love me too. He wasn't convicted of any of it. That's not my point. My point isn't whether he was guilty. That's not even my point. The point that I'm making is, and you guys listen, we've got to stop acting like Hollywood is different than the real world. We got to stop putting it in a different category. And we got to stop acting like the shit we deal with in our real life ain't the same shit they deal with in Hollywood. Let's just call a thing a thing. White actors can get away with the shit that Black actors can't get away with. We're going to call a thing a thing. If Katt Williams were a white comedian, would he still be given certain opportunities, even with him getting in trouble with the law every other day? Sure. Absolutely. But he's not. And that's not the world we live in. Just like on your job. Let you get arrested and have to tell your boss that you'd have been arrested 21 times in the last 3 years. Now, you wasn't convicted of nothing, but you did get arrested 21 times. Now, you never got convicted. Y'all tell me how many people hiring you. With that, and again, this is just my point of view, you guys. I understand everybody thinks differently. It's just my point of view. Let's talk about this Ricky Smiley thing. two things can be true at the same time. Right. Robert Downey Jr. is a perfect example. Two things can be true at the same time. Ricky Smiley's version of the story can be true, and so can Katt Williams. If you listen to Katt Williams tell his version of the story about this Money Mike situation with Friday After Next, Ricky Smiley's version can also be true. So let's talk about both versions of this story. Ricky Smiley said Ice Cube called him and asked him to play Money Mike in Friday After Next. Ricky Smiley said the original character of Money Mike was a street dude, was like a thug. He wasn't a pimp. He didn't have all of that stuff that, you know, he had all of that. He was written a different way. Ricky Smiley said, I went in, I read for the part of Money Mike. They told me, we want you for Money Mike. However, a couple of weeks later, his agent got a phone call. He said, we even got the sides. The sides is when you get you just get the lines for that character. He said, we got the sides for Money Mike. Right? But remember, Tracy, Money Mike wasn't what Katt Williams made Money Mike. The original person of the original character of Money Mike wasn't the pimp, wasn't. And here's the thing. That is why both sides. Okay, let me finish talking. Okay. Money Mike. So a couple of weeks later, Ricky Smiley's manager or agent, whoever, gets a phone call saying, hey, the studio, we changed our mind. We don't want you to play Money Mike anymore. You're going to play Santa Claus. We got somebody else to do Money Mike. Ricky Smiley played Santa Claus because Katt Williams blew it out the water because he is that talented. Katt Williams said he created Money Mike. He added the pimp to it. He told them what he wanted to wear. He told them what kind of car to go get. He even suggested that they get Don Juan Magic Mike, but Don Juan, the real pimp in real life, to play as a cameo. He said he made all of these suggestions to production, and they listened to him. Why can't both versions of that story be true? Why can't that? Like, why does it have to be a thing where where Ricky Smiley is this horrible lying ass? I can't believe you let him lie to you like that. That's not how it happened. I'm not understanding why both versions, because again, Katt Williams was like, oh my gosh, you mean to tell me blah, 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 blah. Let's be clear. Katt Williams, sir, come here. Because let's walk down the road he wants us to believe. Let's walk down the road that Katt Williams wants us to believe. Y'all ready? Katt Williams wants us to believe that this is the very first movie he's ever been in. Nobody knows who the hell Katt Williams is, give or take. Give or take. And you walked onto that movie set and you commanded everything and you did this and you did that. You want us to believe that you walked on that set of a movie for your very first movie and you was nobody's movie star? Because here's the thing. In order for me, y'all want, when I say y'all, I mean people, y'all want me to believe that everything Katt Williams is saying is Bible. And all I'm saying is, why can't both versions of the story be true? We know it happens all the time. Do y'all know how many people read for one part and they get a whole different part? Do you know how many times that happens? You can go find people like Denzel and Viola Davis and will tell you, hey, I went in and read for this part, but I ended up with this part. It happens all the time. And it doesn't matter how big of a star you are or how small of a star you are. It happens all the time. So for Ricky Smiley to say, hey, I knew Ice Cube because I had been working with Ice Cube because I was hosting comedy shows and he knew who I was and he wanted me in the movie and he said, hey, I want you to be Money Mike. Do you know my baby Xavier is here? We know Xavier is going to school for this. We know Xavier goes to school for this. Do you know how many times the script changes before we see the final product from where it started? Do you know how many times they probably rewrote Friday After Next before from where it started to where it ended up? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So for him to get on there and make it seem like Ricky Smiley just told this elaborate lie, and why would he say, like, it doesn't mean he was lying. And let's also remember that this shit happened 25 years ago. Do you know when Friday After Next was made in 2002? This shit was 20 years ago. Yes, Ricky Smiley was more known at the time. Now, the reason why I keep bringing it up First Sunday or Sunday After Next or whatever that movie is where Ricky Smiley dresses up as Bernice. What's the character that Ricky Smiley plays? Bernice Johnson. Bernice. What's the lady name? Bernice Jackson. Right. Katt Williams doesn't know what conversations were had before he was hired. He doesn't know what happened after he auditioned. He doesn't know any of that. Bernice Jenkins, thank you. He doesn't know any of that. So Katt Williams also said, I agreed to do First Sunday or whatever after I made them put Ricky Smiley in a dress. I made them put Ricky. I told them I wasn't going to do it unless they put Ricky Smiley in a dress. And y'all just be when I say y'all, I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all be eating this shit up. That movie was made in 2006. He didn't say any of what. What didn't he say, Makia? Tell me what he didn't say, because I listened to it. I know what he said. But if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. I want to share something with y'all. That movie was made in 2006, First Sunday. 2008, excuse me. That movie was made in 2008. I'm going in the wrong direction. That movie was made in 2008. Do y'all know how long Ricky Smiley has been doing Bernice Jenkins? Ricky Smiley has been doing Bernice Jenkins since at least 2000. Since he first got on the radio, he's been doing Bernice Jenkins. And he was actually doing it before that. He was doing Bernice Jenkins in his stand-up even before that. Because we know that Ricky Smiley comes from the church. And that's one of the church mothers. He was doing Bernice Jenkins for damn near 10 years before that movie. Ricky Smiley's version of the story is that David E. Talbert, who wrote the movie, we know he used to do all those, he was doing the Medea plays before Tyler Perry was doing the Medea plays. Remember David E. Talbert used to do all of those, gospel plays, and they would try. He came through DC. It seemed like every year he came through DC with another play. David E. Talbert wrote the movie, and he called, according to Ricky Smiley, he called Ricky Smiley himself and said, hey, I want you to play Bernice Jenkins. Ricky Smiley was never hired to play anything other than Bernice Jenkins. Ricky Smiley was never hired to play anything other than Bernice Jenkins. So how, Sway, did Katt Williams get in his contract that he had to play a girl? I wasn't going to do that. I made them put that in his contract that he had to wear a dress. How, Sway? That's what he was hired to do. Yeah, he was doing Bernice on Comic View. My kid, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what I said wrong, boo. And I'm not even saying that to be, I'm not trying to be confrontational. I just want to be actual. I just want to be factual and actual. So if I said it wrong, tell me what I said wrong. Katt tells his truth mixed with a lot of lies. He's a great storyteller. That's why it makes so funny. If you don't take it seriously, it was an excellent performance. Right. It was an excellent performance. The problem, though, is when you say certain things and you put certain things out, it could be very harmful. You believe him. You believe Katt Williams. Okay, Miss Carter, I can't listen. He said he put it in his contract. He said he put it in his contract. So that, to me, that's what that sounds like. If you put it in your contract, you making somebody do it, right? It was in his contract as a clause, apparently, that was in the movie together. Bernice Jenkins and Laurel Durrell was to be put to rest too. Right. I don't think it's funny that he put Chris Tucker on Epstein's island. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's funny at all. And if you listen to Ricky Smiley today, Ricky Smiley right now actually is in, this is the anniversary of his son's death. And I know Katt Williams didn't, put two and two together, nor did he probably care. But, Ricky Smiley was like, listen, right now I'm already dealing with depression. It's the anniversary of my son's death. He's like, I'm not even in Birmingham right now because I'm at a facility getting intense therapy for the depression. And again, Katt Williams wouldn't know that. However, again, I don't think Ricky Smiley finds it funny right now. Exactly. If they were both supporting cast, how? Because listen, if y'all ever seen that movie, Katt Williams is not the star of that movie. Now, once again, is he funny as hell in the movie? He absolutely is. He is absolutely funny as hell in the movie. He is absolutely funny as hell in the movie. As the choir director, he's hilarious. He steals every scene he's in. I would never say that. And that's why I'm saying I like Katt Williams. He's funny. I just don't understand why everybody just jumped to the fact that everything Katt Williams said was true and everybody else was just lying. That's the part I don't understand. Do I think a lot of what Katt Williams said is his experience? Yes. But I also think, sir, we ain't gonna just. But he wasn't on Epstein's island. That's what I'm saying, Miss Hummingbird. Chris Tucker was not on Epstein's island. He was on Epstein's plane. That's two different things. Miss Hummingbird, Chris Tucker was on Epstein's plane. He was not on Epstein's island. Let me say this. That has not been proven. And if you found that, you show it to me. Please send it to me, inbox it to me, email it to me, that they have proven that Chris Tucker was on Epstein's island. Now, we know he was on the plane. And that's two different things. Okay, I got information on everybody too. I got information on all these people. You believe me? But see, that's where I agree. In Alex, I think a lot of people do believe what he's saying. Now let me say this, and this is my final thought on it. And again, I love y'all, and I love that we can disagree and not be disagreeable. But let me say this. My biggest issue with how Katt Williams comes off in his interviews, Katt Williams comes off as very much as one of these people that acts like there's only one road to success. He is one of those people that acts like if he doesn't take the left, like if you don't follow the road, like he just, like you can drive down the road and you can decide to go off the road and take the bumpy path and get to the top of the hill, or you can stay on the main road and put your car on cruise control and get to the top of the hill. And Katt Williams comes off as one of those people that because he chose to go off the main road and take the bumpy path to the top of the hill, that everybody who stayed on the road and put on cruise control, they're a sellout. There's something wrong with them. Listen, you don't have to like Steve Harvey. You don't have to like Cedric Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, none of these other people that he talked about. You don't have to like him, and that's fine. Different strokes for different folks. Y'all know I don't find everybody funny, and I'm not a fan of everybody that he talked about either. However, because Steve Harvey chose to go the way he went, or said with the way he went, or Kevin went the way he went, it doesn't make their success any less important than Katt Williams, who chose to do it the way he did it. Katt Williams, you tour damn near 365 days of the year doing stand-up. That doesn't mean that because this person decided to do movies, or this person decided to do TV shows, or this person decided to do it a different way, that doesn't make them less impactful, because that's the way they chose to go. It's you know, again, did Sad steal your joke? Maybe. And is he an asshole for stealing your joke? Yes. I'm not defending that. I'm not defending that. I think a lot of his anger towards Steve Harvey is that he's friends, or he was friends with Bernie Mac, and he felt like Steve treated Bernie bad. So a lot of his anger towards Steve Harvey comes from his love for Bernie Mac. And you can hear it when he was talking. Now, it's a very well documented feud between Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. There's no mistake in that. That was their feud was very well documented, that the two of them did not F with each other. And to be honest with you, I don't know where they were in their reconciliation when Bernie Mac died. I know that they had talked, but I don't know where they were in their reconciliation. And so if you were Bernie Mac's friend, I understand your anger. Period. But as I'm listening to Katt Williams talk, a lot of it came off very much, I don't respect them because I don't respect how they did it. And it reminds me a lot of when we started debating about rappers and rappers who write their own rhymes versus rappers who don't write their own rhymes. And somehow people have decided that rappers who don't write their own rhymes are less of a rapper than rappers who don't. And I've told y'all a million times that some of y'all faves don't write their own rhymes. But okay. And that's where a lot of that, for me, that's how a lot of that hit me. A lot of that hit me like, oh, you're mad because they did do these other things that for whatever reason you haven't been able to do. Again, Katt Williams is very talented. But do I think that sometimes Katt Williams is his enemy? Yep. Do I think sometimes Katt Williams has created his own problems? Yep. Do I believe that some of what Katt Williams said was true? Yep. Yeah. But ultimately, overall, I'm just going to say that I feel like a lot of that anger, I don't know. I just didn't walk away going, oh my, yeah, shoot, yeah, ah. Paula Jones said, while deciphering the truth, embellishments, biases, and innuendos, hold on. The chat was moving. I want to read it. This interview was the most provocative and funny, impromptu, thought-provoking interview ever. Hilarious. Okay. Makia gives me a quote. I put in my contract that I will not work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. He didn't say for that particular movie. It's movies across the board. He went on to talk about that movie. He went on to talk specifically about that movie. See, I don't know what y'all want from me. That is a quote. That's what he said. He said, I will not work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. How is that different than what I said? How is that different than what I said? I said that he said, and my point was, how did he get that much power? That's my point. I'm so confused. I'm confused. I don't understand how what I said is different than what you just said. I don't. And I'm not trying to be difficult. I just really don't understand the difference. And like I said at the beginning, I know I have an unpopular opinion, and that's okay. Like I said, I still love y'all. And again, I don't dislike Katt Williams. I don't. But going back to the point, what I just read, the comment I read about what Paula just said. Here's the thing. Katt Williams spent the first maybe 45 minutes to 50 minutes of that interview saying that he was going to clear up all of the lies that Shannon Sharpe allowed to be said about him. So I do care whether Katt Williams is telling the truth, because he literally said he is there to clear up the lies that were said about him. So if I'm going along with that thought process, it's okay for him to lie on these same people that he said lied on him, because he said, I'm here to clear up the lies. And he repeatedly said to Shannon Sharpe, why did you let them tell you that lie? Why did you let them sit across from you and tell you that? Why didn't you press them further? Why didn't you ask them these questions? So it's okay for Katt Williams to lie? Because if this was supposed to be just a bit, okay, it was funny as hell. If this was supposed to be just, Katt Williams doing a stand-up, it's funny as hell. But this was supposed to be an interview where you're supposed to tell us what's going on, and you're upset about the lies that were said about you on this same platform. So we're supposed to be okay with you. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't have it both ways. We can't say, oh, it doesn't matter if Katt Williams was lying, when Katt Williams was upset that he claimed people lied on him. I'm not saying Divinely Country, I think you just got here. I'm gonna need you to go back, because I think you just got here. Oh my God, you guys, y'all, you know what? I'm done. Because I feel like y'all just either you just getting in the room or y'all don't want to understand. Either you just getting in the room or you just don't want to understand. I read a quote that somebody just put in my chat. I read it. And the person said, see, now it's gone, and I don't want to lie on that person. I want to lie on her. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. Right here. While deciphering the truths, embellishments, biases, and innuendos, this interview was the most provocative and funny, impromptu, thought-provoking interview ever. Hilarious. And so what I'm saying is, while deciphering the truths, why we got to decipher the truth? If he's telling the truth, he's telling the truth, right? That's all I'm saying. I thought he came to address the lies like in court. The door was open. Right. So but my point is, and I'm just going to leave it at this, because I feel like y'all just want my brain to hurt. I'm going to say it like this, and then I'm done. Hey, boo. That's my conscience. Hey, boo. Happy New Year to you. You celebrate the New Year on January the 1st? I know you into the, you know. Hey, boo, you said you going live tonight. You not be there. You not be there. All right, I'm about to get off here anyway. Okay. So I'm going to say this, and I love y'all. I'm going to say this and I'm done. And I love y'all. I do. I really do. The point that I am making is this. If Conscious TV And y'all, Tracy, drop Conscious's link. Conscious say he's talking about this at 8 o'clock. Y'all go over to Conscious TV and let him break it down, because maybe he can break it down in a way that I can't break it down. Maybe he can break it down. What I'm saying is this: if Conscious TV interviews me and I tell my version of my truth, and I talk about Ebby, and I talk about El Teddy, and I talk about 2 or 3 other YouTubers that I'm cool with, and El Teddy says, oh, hell no, she lied on me, and Conscious, you let her lie on me, and I need to clear the record. I need to clear the truth and tell my truth. El Teddy can't turn around and tell a bunch of damn lies, because he said that I lied on him, and he's here to clear it up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. For the record, I think Katt Williams is funny as hell, but his interviews hurt me. That's it. I love y'all. Conscious is going to be live at 8 o'clock. He's going to break it all the way down. That's it. And Paula Jones, I wasn't calling you out like you said anything wrong. I was just using that as an example to try to explain what I was saying. That's it. That's it, Paula Jones. It's with love. If you are new here, please subscribe. Even if you disagree with me, I hope that we could disagree and not be disagreeable. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so on your way out the door. And listen, I'm coming back a little bit later on. I think I'm gonna push it back to 8:45. But we're coming back a little bit later on. We're gonna talk about this Bravo Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Monica versus Heather versus Reality Von Teese. I think Bravo playing in our face, y'all, and we need to talk about it. I think Bravo is playing in our face, and we need to talk about it. And y'all make sure, if y'all want to keep talking about this this Katt Williams situation, y'all get over to Conscious TV at 8 o'clock so that y'all can talk about it, okay? I love y'all. Thank you. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. You are getting kicked out, C. Patterson. I need a drink. I need a drink. We're going to talk about Bravo playing in our face, though, but I'll be back.